Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for Scottsville. We got Saturday, the 4th of June, and the big one, the speed day at Scottsville. And what a card this is! There really are some incredibly difficult puzzles to sort out. I've done plenty of work on it, and it doesn't get easier, it just gets more difficult because the harder you look, the more horses you find. So you've got to break it down a bit. But there is a carryover of R500,000 into the jackpot, and so that's what we're going to aim at. Let's kick off with race 1, which is 11:45. It's a maiden juvenile plate, 1,000 meters, and a really difficult race to start off with. Maybe the pick would be Hyatt from the Frank Robinson stable, because they put blinkers on, and I think it's better on the turf. This horse's profile only had 4 runs, looks better on the turf. The blinkers are always also on Mr. Henley, who's drawn next door to Hyatt. And those two look like, that's 12 and 13, look like big runners in the race. The interesting horses, the horse that was backed first time out, Don Karari, Kareem's horse, ridden by Craig Zaki. He rode it last time as well. Well, hot favourite and ran no type of race at all. Will be very interesting to see how he goes. But it doesn't stop there. The big money's come for Tony Soprano, from 20-1 yesterday into 4-1 today. Huge runner. France Lazare, number 7, also got some interest in the market, but I think Ice Kingdom's worth improvement, including number 2. I think he's probably better than his profile. And have a close look at Slim Yanni. A very interesting comment from Mace Roberts. Mace, champion jockey, but not champion form reader. First run for the stable. Well, it's having its first run. So Mace, it can only be the first run for the stable. Captain Catman's your favourite and has had 2 good runs. Should go well as well with Potent if it gets into the race, but is not in at this stage. Race 2, Juvenile Plate. They go 1,600 metres. And here's where we're going to have a close look. I'm going for Farmenian. And remember, during the week, I tipped a couple of big horses at big prices, each way tips, and or fancies, and they all arrived in the places at 20-1 and those type of prices. So have a very close look at Farmenian at 6-1 and worth having an each way on. Grinkov, number 3, got to have a big chance. He looks like the right horse in the race. And then in with a chance, I make as a big danger as well. I thought it won pretty well. So they look like the 3 that'll fight it out. National Star World, she's been terribly disappointing, and these type of fillies, I think maybe a set of blinkers might do the trick, but she hasn't had that many runs, but she won't find it easy against what's running in this race. Race 3, Mary rated 75, 1750, and I made this a 4-horse contest. There's the first leg of the place accumulator. I'm going with 2 as my top choice. Cyber Time, very good form. It's 20-1. It was drawn in the bush last time, and I thought that it ran a pretty good race with Caden Brewer. Had no run of the race, and now gets Kamala with a good draw. That's huge. Bayview Express loves the track. He goes into everything that we do here. Napoleon is the other top choice, but he does seem to be Polly he likes, but he certainly ran a very good race last time and worth going into all your play. And then number 10, Whispers of War. I think he's a lot better than rated, and I think he needed his last run very badly. Have a close look at him. Race 4. This is the first leg of the pick 6. Mary rated 73. The fillies and mares 1950. I made it a 5-horse race, and I think that 5 horses is pretty good because it's very competitive. 1 Liverpool Legend, got good form. Kamala rode it last time. Comes down from Joburg, and St. John Gray's not here for his good looks, because there's definitely nothing in the big races that looks like he's come down for. So Liverpool Legend, big runner. Mel's Princess, number 3, looks like a big improve on the turf, and Richard Foree gets a ride on it. Now that's a big jockey up, I can tell you. Q for You is my top choice in the race, number 5. Gareth Wright for the Andre Nell stable. This filly loves the turf, and if you go back 4 runs ago, that's when she last ran. And on collateral form, she looks pretty well in a race like this, and I think she'll go very well if Gareth Lester Piggott Wright gets it right. 7 Electric Surge is the find of the race. and then 11, Rocky Reef, is another find of the race at a big price. So they look like the ones to me that will fight it out. Race 5, there's the first leg of your carryover jackpot, R500,000 carryover, 1,200 meters, the big Alan Robertson Fillies Championship, and you got to put in horses here. In no particular order, although I think Paul Peters' 3 runners look like they deserve the most respect. Miss Cool and Glittering Girl and River Carraris. Those 3 look like they've got big chances and should run well. But a couple of the KwaZulu-Natal horses can run well here, so let's have a look at them. 1, Sabatini, I think this will improve. It's got very good form, ran a good race last time out, and I think it will improve on that. Time for Glory, ran a cracker last time out behind Maharani, so that's got to go into all your play. Comes from a trainer and that knows how to get them to these big races and get them to win. That's Waiho Marwing. Race number 5, Princess Ozma. I like this filly. I think she's a big, strong daughter of Futura, and I think that she needed time to mature, and she'll probably improve her forms. Not that collateral form, certainly not good enough, but she'll go well here too. And then Sweet Pepper from the Sean Terry stable. That's number 12. 2 wins from 2 starts. Miss Daisy looks like she's quite useful, and that was a good win from her. And then Amina, 2 good wins as well from 2 starts. So they look like the ones that will fight it out. Very difficult. Race 6, a gold medallion, 1,200. I'm going with Prophet, number 1. I was very impressed with his win. I think the time was pretty good, and I think he'll take a lot to beat him here. The danger, I'm going to give you a big price horse as a danger. Number 2, Now I Got You. Muzieni dropped or lost or threw away the stick last time it ran. And it was 33 to 1. It was very interesting to watch a replay because there seemed no reason why the stick should have gone missing, but it did in a close finish, and this horse might be a lot better than you think. So, included into everything. Number 10, Karanga Tang, gets a big vote here. He probably improved. He was hot favourite last time out and ran no type of race, and then who knows how good Thunderstruck is. Won in a canter last time. Expect him to go well too. Race 7, Sam Phillies Sprint, 1,200 meters. My top choice here, well, it looks like everyone's top choice is Captain's Ransom, but there's a chink in the armour, and there'll be a couple of chinks in the armour. I know she's coming back to the 1,200 and therefore doesn't have to be as fit as if she's going a mile, but will the class carry her through on the 1,200 and draw 15? Sometimes draw 15 is not to your advantage at Scottsville. So I'm adding horses to her. I think Under Your Spell will run very well. The question with her is she not better over further as well? So what else do we go for there? Number 8, Big Burn, is perfectly suited course and distance, and I think she'll be right in the play with Warren Kennedy aboard her. And then number 2, Sound of Warning, who's Sean Terry's other runner. Samanga Kamalo gets a ride on her 3rd run after a rest. I think will go very well here as well. And number 4, True to Life. She's been boxing with the best. She's got to have a big chance. Race 8, the Golden Horse Sprint, Grade 1, 1,200 meters. Top choice has got to be the favourite Cosmic Highway. I think that he'll just about win this. So you go back to his Diadem run. That was a fantastic run. He's had a run in KwaZulu-Natal. They're getting him ready for this race. This is obviously the plan. And from here, he'll probably go the Gold Challenge. But he does look like the right horse. If he fluffs his lines, there are 2 horses that are like 13 Battle Force, course and distance 1 from 1. He'll go sharp. And 14, Real Gone Kid. They've taken the blinkers off him, thank goodness, because the blinkers have done nothing for this horse. And I think that he will. I know he's won in them before, but I think he's better without them. He's just lost his form with the blinkers on. Find of the race, number 9, Pearl of Asia. That's got to go extremely well. And number 6, Good Traveller. Might be a bit sharp for him, but he's got lots of class. And then I'm going to add in number 4, Cartel Captain, who's a course and distance winner, and he likes a course and distance, and he needed his last start. And number 8, Smorgasbord, goes into everything that you do. Race 9, merit rated 74, fillies and mares, and this is a very difficult race as well. My top choice is number 1, Lazuli. Calvin Habib, drawn 1 for Gavin Fansell, got form. Ignore its last start. It will run much, much better here and has run well on the turf. I think she'll go well in a field that doesn't look like there's a lot of class in it. The find of the race is number 13, Grew of Ice. Jason Gates gets a big chance here. This filly loves this track, runs on well, will go well here, and I think that she's a player in this race. Flashy Katrina's another find. I don't know who's riding it, but when I saw DeMare booked to ride it, I thought that's got to have some sort of chance. Lady Serena's your favourite, won her last 2 very convincingly. And then Lady Macbeth goes into everything that I do as well, because I think that there's the right race for her, and Kamala gets a leg up. And there you go. So some of her form, it is pretty good. Expect her to run well. So all in all, this is the most difficult race card. But difficult race cards produce results, and you produce big payouts with results. So have a great day. Remember, you bet with Interbet. They're the only people that put the bets through the tote and sustain the game they pay for. The tote pays for everything that goes on in racing. Support the tote. From me, James Goodman, and the Interbet team. Have a great day.